to the channel. It's Allie and Tina. Today, y'all, we're doing homemade rosemary hairspray, okay? This is something that you can make at home. It's affordable because you don't have to go out and buy a bunch of products. You don't have to spend money on like rosemary oil. Like you can literally make this and it'll last up to 2 weeks. You can store it in the fridge. We're gonna go make it. It's antibacterial, okay? It helps with inflamed scalp. It helps with hair growth. It helps to stimulate the scalp. Like there's a lot of benefits about this that I am a big fan of. And so I really want y'all to be put on this, okay? This is something that I used to do and then I stopped doing because I honestly forgot about it. But I was having issues with the crown of my head because of hard water. So I actually ended up also buying the Jolie filter shower head. So I'm excited to put that in. But the homemade rosemary is something that I love. And when you stay consistent, the results, y'all, the results. So let's go make it and I will tell you all about it. All right, loves. So we want to make sure that we kind of rinse off our leaves because for me, especially because I do grow it myself, there's bugs and pollen and I just kind of want to get everything off before putting it in the water. Now, the hot water is going to take care of like anything that is not supposed to be on it, but I like to rinse anyway, makes myself feel better, especially because there was indeed pollen on it. So then you're going to get a pot and you're going to go ahead and get your water ready. Put it on your stovetop and go ahead and start to heat up the water. I like to put it on a low medium heat. I do not do it on high. I recommend doing it on low medium. That way you're not going to burn the leaves. You are probably going to do I would say you just leave it in the pot for maybe 20 to 25 minutes, 30 minutes maybe. The key though is to look at the water color. So you kind of want it to be a pretty light golden color. You don't want to do it to where it's like too dark because that means the leaves can kind of get a little burnt and then it's not really great. So I like to do mine in a more like pretty golden color. And that's when I know that the pot is ready and the water is ready to go. So I kind of just set a timer for about 25 minutes and I just kind of come back and forth and check on the water until it turns that color that we're looking for. But once the water's ready, you can see the color here. It's turned into a really pretty like golden color. So I'm gonna go ahead and we are going to strain the water. I'm gonna store the rosemary water in a jar. I like to do mason jars and then if I have any left over, I can just grab and put it in a spray bottle. So you're gonna pour the water into a strainer over whatever you would like to keep it in. I just find mason jars to be perfect to store the water in the fridge with, and then you can put the other part of it in the spray bottle. Now, since it's hot and I am gonna be using a plastic spray bottle, I will be storing it in the fridge while I go run errands, and then when I come back home, we'll take it out and pour it into the bottle. So I put the jar into the fridge. I wanna let it cool because I am gonna be putting it into a plastic spray bottle. I ran out of my glass ones. They're being used up, so I didn't want the plastic to melt. So when I get back from running errands, I will put it in the plastic bottle. All right, loves, just got home. I have my spray bottle and my little filter there, and we are going to pour the rosemary into my spray bottle. Took her out of the fridge so she can cool down a little bit. Okay, just kind of, so all we're gonna do is just put this here and we are going to pour very carefully. I'm probably gonna make a mess. Let me do this over the sink. I'm making a mess. Okay, I just poured it into the bottle and I need to get a better funnel for sure. And then the top inside the spray bottle. And there we go. Okay, love, so we have our magic in a bottle. Store this in your fridge for up to 2 weeks max. I wouldn't go past that, 1 to 2 weeks, whatever your preference is. Just keep an eye on it. In terms of how often to use it, this is dependent on you and what you prefer. If you want to use it every day, you can absolutely use it every day. You do not have to wash it out. I personally will use this at night before I go to sleep. I will section my hair off into 4 sections, spray it directly on my scalp, and then I'll just do a light little refresher spritz over my whole entire head. This is incredible for antioxidants. I mean, this really is a game changer if you're struggling with your hair and you just feel like you're exhausted from trying new products. So rosemary can definitely help improve blood flow to the scalp, which is going to really help with oxygen. It's going to help with getting the nutrients to those hair follicles. This can also help encourage the hair follicles to function more efficiently, which can help lead to an increase in hair growth. The anti-inflammatory properties are amazing, which can really help reduce scalp inflammation, itchiness, dryness. It also is a big antioxidant, which is going to really help prevent any further damage or irritation to your scalp. It's also wonderful if you're battling with stress and your hair is thinning out or falling out, anything that has to do with hormonal issues. This is really something that's just a good solid foundation to have and to add to your routine. All right, my loves, I'm excited to add this back into my routine. It has been far too long. With that being said, that's all I have for today's video. I'm excited that you guys are here. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Love you and miss you already.